Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from CNBC. Netflix shares crater 25% after company reports it lost subscribers for the first time in more than 10 years. Well, that's actually good news because let's face it, their programming has been pretty much garbage. It has been so goddamn fucking woke that it's absolutely miserable. I tried watching Frontiers, couldn't get past first episode. What was it? The one before it that I watched, it was garbage as well, that I just could not stomach it. Yeah, I don't remember the name. That's how bad it was. In fact, what was it? Holy shit on a pickle. It was so insufferable that I just could not do it. I don't remember. Jesus Christ, it must have been bad. Either way. As you know, Mr. Elon Musk actually decided to poke fun out of it. And here is what he said. Right, the /dot article. The Wokemindvirus is making Netflix unwatchable. It is absolutely on point in there. It is the best example that I actually tweeted about it. Another life, I actually had to Google the name again because I couldn't remember the name out of it because the show was... Ooh! Ow! It's hot! It dropped on my goddamn fucking legs! And that's a crime too. Black man from heaven. Heavenly matter. Anyway. When was that? Oh, right. Another Life. The show had an interesting overarching storyline about aliens and mankind having to go there to save it. To save mankind because the aliens may actually be invaders and all that sort of nonsensical shenanigans. But it was good in that overall. But the storylines connecting the episodes, you know, I need a cough button. Anyway, you know. Wait, 1 minute. This storylines that separated each episode connecting to the last story were all utter garbage, nonsensical bullshit. It's as if they hired the worst possible writers ever who cannot think anything beyond their goddamn fucking identity politics butthole to write an episode. They were more interested about identity politics than actually making sense. The lessons that the crew should have learned, or they were pretty much should have been clear from the get-go because you don't do anything retarded, like going out on a planet without an environmental suit because you can get infected. But fine, let's ignore that. But then on another episode, they were more interested about identity politics, about the non-binary transgender woman Ixen of color Ixen of man Ixen or whatever that thing was. So the problem, they actually get infected again. It just makes no sense. And the acting was abysmal for everybody else. The only one that actually saved the TV show, and I'm counting even on the goddamn fucking white males that were there, was Katie Sackhoff. That's about it. Her acting was top-notch. She's the only one that saved it. So Elon Musk is absolutely on point correct in this. This gamer said, not just Netflix, movies in general, video games, TV, it's all infested with current year trend woke garbage for fear of offending a green-haired freak next to the ban button. Nothing original anymore at all, except for media coming out of places like Japan or Korea, ironically. Especially Korea, because Korea has had a bit of a feminist stint as of late, who actually trying to kind of infest the Western world as well. A little bit. It's a bit of a garbage, really. But anyway, not gonna go into that. Anyway, Elon Musk then said, true. And he continued, can they please just make sci-fi fantasy at least mostly about sci-fi fantasy? Yes, that's exactly what I've been saying. Another Life had a very interesting storyline, overarching storyline, but it was mostly about gender identity politics. More and more about that than anything else. Motherfuckers. And I'm going to go on and say the same thing about Walking Dead. Who in the actually fuck hired that goddamn fucking executive producer? Or the director behind the episodes? I'm watching season 11 and there are a lot of things in there that makes absolutely no sense. I watched the episode yesterday, and there was a scene in which one of those guys with a club on his hand, because he's gay, because after all, it's identity politics, and I don't care about his name. He got climbing on the sewage pipe of the house of the home, and he got stuck in there. And it was daylight because it was afternoon before, but now it was morning anyway. And there was no scene in between where there was nighttime. Weird, but anyway. It was there, and then suddenly the camera... a woman comes in. I forgot her. Lydia, I think it was in there. She comes in to rescue him, and it says, wait a moment. Alright. Then suddenly the camera cuts, and the guy is coming out of the window from a rope. Well, how the fuck did they tie the rope? What did he do? Did she hold it? Did he hang down on the rope? What? And even before that, there was a scene, there were nighttime on a compound. Weirdly enough, when they showed Alexandria again, it was afternoon, nearly nighttime. No sense whatsoever. Anyway. And then they go into a broom closet hidden somewhere, and then suddenly, it's daytime. Motherfuckers, and the scene, the dialogue, everything else indicates that there was no time passing between the dialogues and going on here. You people are more worried about hiring, diversity hires, identity politics, than anything else. Than writing a good show, making sense. Motherfuckers. Really. And the same thing in the previous episodes. Continuation mistakes and errors. Maggie climbing on top of a goddamn fucking train. It shows her being dragged down by the zombies. And then the episode cuts, so obviously the next episode comes in and it shows her falling down without any zombies, and then the zombies coming in after and attacking her. What the fuck? You contradicted the previous episode! Jesus Christ. No. And on that same episode, there's a guy who said, oh my god, I got injured. Take it! Take this gun and take this grenade and use it! As long as my kids know I didn't die a coward. And then the guy shows as if he died, and Daryl is just seeing him and the dog and nobody else in there. Walking in the tunnel, they go, and he goes in, keeps killing zombies and rescues everybody, uses the grenade, etc. And then the next scene, they are outside, and the guy that was supposedly dead is seen walking normally, as if he was not injured physically down below, with an eye patch. And he gets killed by a weapon, arrow or something. That made no sense. Christ. This is what Elon Musk is talking about. They are more worried about woke politics. Not only shoving it in on the screen, but also behind the scenes, in which they actually hire people who cannot even do continuity properly or do things properly. And it becomes that bad when there's no woke messaging in the goddamn fucking episode. Behind the scenes, they do that. And it ruins everything, the continuity of the stuff. And I'm not even talking about, because in the beginning of the episode, it was a lot about BLM and all the nonsensical bullshit that they actually had to shove in the episode, which was more important than this. We're talking about racism and all of those ismus and things like that. Things that were not an issue when the world fell in the Walking Dead world. This is so goddamn fucking annoying. That's what I'm talking about too. And that's what Elon Musk is talking about. Let's finish it with the last message. And then the other guy said, Wokemindvirus is the biggest threat to the civilization. And Elon Musk says, yes, I agree with Elon. He is absolutely correct. It ruins everything. And it has brought in extra racism, extra homophobics, and other problems that were disappearing in the mid-noughties up until the early 2010s-ish. But it brought to the forefront. And now it's a problem again. God damn it. I fucking hate it. On that goddamn fucking hell. Oh yeah, oh by the way. Netflix losing shares. Oh no. Anyway, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.